Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is May 8th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review. I'm reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes, all no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see other than green. And all, that's what we see. And first of all, on this quarterly chart, we got a real high quarter on these yearly pivots. We are already at a resistance 1. We did make new all-time highs and close near that high, if not at that high. Let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, we are already crossed a quarterly R3 level. You do not see this that often, but it has happened. And maybe a few years ago, and of course we don't see it here on this chart that I'm looking at this time. But again, it's just letting us know that this thing is this market is really hot. We are above the 9-10 moving average. We're definitely in a bull market. It's just be careful, be careful, be careful. This market is going higher. Do not step in front of that train. That's all I can say. All right, let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, what we see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green weeks after the bullish signal was given down here and it did give us confirmation and been running up for the last, after the confirmation, 4 weeks. Again, you know, strong market. Right now on these monthly pivots, we are already above an R1 with wide pivots. When I say wide pivots, I'm talking about the distance between the pivots. That's my pivot line right there, and this is my R1. That's pretty wide. Normally, a lot of times you don't get it that wide, like if you look at this. So that lets you know that this thing is extremely hot, and I'll actually covering that distance, you know, on these monthly pivots already within this is really about this is the first full week, but it's really hot. That's all I can say. Let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and wrap this on up. Not too much to be said here other than this market is just going up. And again, this week was a crazy week. This market, the past few weeks, as we know, it's been crazy. It kind of rested a little bit back here, and I'll kind of give us a little bit of a rest back here. And you might have thought something was going to happen like 2 weeks ago. But ever since then, we had got that 700 target in sight, and we've broken that 700. We have broken, you know, a resistance 3 level in a week. You know, this is crazy when we get something like that. But again, this gets back where those pivots were a little bit closer. It wasn't like they were that far wide. We're gonna have pretty wide pivots come next week, but based on what I'm seeing here, we will be opening above pivot come next week. I kind of expect that unless something crazy happens over the weekend, and we know anything can happen. So it could gap down and end up below that, but I don't expect it. I kind of just based on what based on what we see come Sunday, Monday morning, and you know, and learn to play what you see, you know, period. And that's what we see happening here in this market at this time. You know, play what you see, not what you expect, not what you think. You know, based on your indicators, your strategy, and your plan, play your plan. That's all I can say, and that's all I have for you guys this week. Hope you guys are having a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. This is Right Side Trader. Have a good one.